Hello friends and fellow flute enthusiasts, and welcome to my office/studio. This is where I record and I teach full-time with the Native American flute. This is a harmony drone flute, and it really has a beautiful sound to it. As you know, things are a little different this year, as many things have been. So instead of me being in Florida and you being in Florida, we are wherever we are. Currently, I'm in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we thought it'd be a really great idea because we have this ability. Normally when we're at Native Rhythms, we're both in Florida, and I thought it'd be a really great idea to show you around Iowa a little bit. So we're going to, as we go through, I have about 6 songs for you today, which, by the way, you can get all of those songs for free if you visit my website, JonnyLipfordMusic.com/NR20. So that stands for Native Rhythms 20. So it'll be JonnyLipfordMusic.com/NR20. You can get those songs for free, and there's a lot of other resources on that page for you as well. So we're going to visit a friend's farm, and as we do that, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the songs and showing you a little bit of Iowa, the agricultural side of Iowa. So sit back, enjoy, and we'll get on to our first song. We're talking a lot about farms in this particular video, and we're not going to stop now. Many of you know that I grew up on a farm in northern Florida, near Tallahassee, right in the tri-state area of Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. And growing up on a farm as a kid, I spent a lot of time behind the seat of a John Deere tractor. And cab tractors are equipped with radio and air conditioning to make farming more comfortable. Now things are all GPS and computerized and all this stuff, but as a kid it was nice to have the air conditioning and radio. And I take my Game Boy up there, and I got really good at Tetris and Super Mario Brothers, and played with my little Hot Wheel cars. And I tell you, if Hot Wheel cars could actually grow, because I dropped several out the back window of the tractor, and they ended up getting, plowed under. And if Hot Wheel cars could grow on trees, we'd have a bumper crop. Good thing they're only $1 or so. But anyway, spending so much time behind the seat of a John Deere tractor, country music would be pouring into the cab of the tractor. And, at any age, we are sponges. We soak things up. And I just remember in the early 90s, there were country music was more ballad style, I think. There's plenty of honky-tonk music and rowdy country music. And it's funny because you can pinpoint the influence on country music given any decade. And this music just had a very ballad style to it. And so I wanted to, as I was working with the Native American flute, and one of my mission and my goal is to show the versatility of the Native American flute. And when I was writing music for my third album, Turn the Page, I wanted to go back to my roots a little bit. And so incorporating that ballad style of country music with the Native American flute, we end up with a song like this. The name of the next song is called Forgiven Memories. This next piece is a very laid-back piece, and it features piano, some pad, a little bit of percussion, and a triple Native American style flute, which is a little uncommon to see, but it has a beautiful sound with the harmonies. And this was one of the first songs that I wrote for an album, Migration, which came out May of 2019 and hit the Zone Music Reporter, actually debuted at the Zone Music Reporter at #1, and it stayed on the chart pretty strong, the top 100 chart. And this is one of the first songs that I wrote for that album. I wanted to experiment with a little bit more new age style, a little bit more laid back and relaxing music. Those of us that love the sound of the Native American flute, we know how beautiful it can sound, and we also know like the song before, we know how contemporary it can sound as well. And this one definitely fits into that new age category. The name of this next song is called Emerging Vision. I love to have fun. I love to make music that makes people feel good. And the next song is definitely one of those songs. It's a favorite. This song was released in 2009, so it's got a little bit of age to it, but it doesn't change the feeling of this song. When I play this song at festivals, much like Native Rhythms Festival, I love to see the crowd just bobbing their head around. Some people are even dancing, tapping their toes or swaying along to the music. As a performer, I always say I have the best seat in the house because I get to see the moment that the music impacts the people, whether it's the the bobbing of your head or the dancing or the smiling, or if it's the shedding of tears, or it's hard to see, but you can just see people just relax in their seat a little bit, their shoulders relax and they sink a little bit heavier and relax into their seat. So I always say I have the best seat in the house for that reason. And this song is so energetic. If you feel like getting up and dancing and bobbing your head around, I won't be able to see you, but I trust and I know that you're doing that. If the music feels good and you feel good, follow it. This is a song that I wrote actually was born out of frustration when I was writing music for my third album. This song gave me a little bit of grief. I couldn't quite figure it out. And I decided to take a break, just give myself some space and permission to have some space from writing music. It was tough to do that because I wanted to just figure it out. And I think a lot of us have that mentality that we just want to get it done and figure it out. And why isn't it done? And how come? And all these things. But allowing myself some space to just get on the other side of it and relax and not worry about it. When I came back and I was feeling refreshed and motivated and creative again, I came back to the song, and you know what? It was right under my nose the whole time. It was there all along, but I was too frustrated to see it. So I thought about the title of this song, and I was like, this one's just got no worry. If I just didn't have a worry about this song, it would have figured itself out. And that's exactly the name of this next song. This one is called Got No Worry. This next piece of music was inspired by one of my two older sisters. She was into, she's a dabbling creative, and at one point she was really into photography and poetry. And she wrote a poem for me, and she had it mounted on a foam board with one of her photos. And so the name of the poem was The Warrior, and one of the lines in there was, "You are the warrior in my fairy tale." And in that brotherly, sisterly relationship, I took a lot of responsibility and admiration for that. And so I hung it up near my piano when I lived in a small house here in Cedar Rapids on my own. And I just remember as I was writing music and just playing music, I would often glance up to this piece of artwork that she did, and just all of a sudden I started to put a little melody to the poem. And now I teach this thing with students about poetic playing, and it's a part of a book that I wrote, Songwriting Shortcuts, as well, about poetic playing and phrasing prompts and things like that. And this was a result of using some of those tactics, and so this whole song just kind of bloomed out of that experience and really has become an anthem for a lot of people. I get a lot of emails pertaining to this particular song. They love this song, they want to learn how to play this song, or they're driving in their car and they just feel something about this song, and it's about being brave and overcoming some unusual and hard things. And maybe this is an anthem for 2020, being a warrior and getting through it together. So if you're feeling a little scattered, a little less confident, a little broken, maybe, I want you to really listen to this song and close your eyes and just think about what it would feel like to get on the other side of this obstacle that you're going through right now. We're going to get through it, and we'll do it together. The name of this next song is called The Warrior. One thing that I love about Florida is the sunsets. And when you visit any gift shop, you see sunsets on all the postcards and the beach sunsets and all of this beautiful, beautiful sunsets. And I will agree, you know, having grown up in Florida, visiting the beach and seeing all the beautiful sunsets, yes, they are magnificent. And after I moved to Iowa, I was driving north on Highway 13 just outside of Marion, and this just, it's like a road in the middle of nowhere, and this sunset was just phenomenal. I mean, over to the east it was pitch black, and it was just this whole like gradient of color from black to purple to blue to green to yellow to you know, pink, orange, and then just to see this fire red sun. And there were clouds in the sky, and they were picking up different contrasting colors against the sky in the background. And you could just see everything. It was completely wide open plain where I was, and just a beautiful experience. And I remember going through this and just seeing this out my windshield driving, and going, wow, this is probably one of the most beautiful sunsets that I've ever seen in my life. And it still just burned into my mind and my heart. And when I share this on stages around the country, and now, you know, in virtual platforms and digital platforms now, people are sending me photos of their pretty sunsets. So if you've got one to share, I'd love to see it. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, or you can email me through my website. I'd love to see those photos of those beautiful sunsets. And there's just something magical about them. So we're about to see a video of me playing Burning Skies is the name of this next song, in the middle of a cornfield at sunset. And so I want you to have a little, maybe you'll gain a little respect for an Iowa sunset after this. Not as beautiful as the one I saw that day, but this is Mother Nature, and she's, you know, in control, and she does some magical things. And I want to thank you so much for watching and tuning in to my concert as part of the Native Rhythms 2020 virtual offering. And if you're looking for some free music, visit JonnyLipfordMusic.com/NR20, and I'll send you all these songs that I played today, and you'll find some other resources on that page that'll help you continue growing as a flute player. It's been an honor and a privilege to share this with you. Thanks so much for listening, and I can't wait until we can meet again. Until then, keep fluting, sharing the love, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much. This is Burning Skies.